Welcome. This is Melinda Barlow, CCT, and today's tangle is Floo. And Floo is a basic tangle from Zentangle.com. It comes in, you get the stepouts in the kit that you buy, and we're going to start. And as you can see, my Floo could be going this way, and in a tangle they can go either direction. It really shouldn't matter which way you look at the tangle. It can go any direction. And I'm just going to draw a line, and I'm going to curl in around, spiral in, and then put some weight on the top of it. So I did a spiral in and put weight on the end of it, or a little double. You could put it however you want. Those are kind of my favorite ways to do things. And now I'm going to put an aura around it. I'm just going to come up and put an aura all the way around it. And that is Floo. And I just like to let them kind of build on each other. The step outs for Floo don't have you doing quite the little spiral that I like to do, but that just suits me better. It just suits how I do it. So you can stop anywhere. You could stop right there and not go all the way in. Then do your aura around it. I imagine it could come up out of the center. And I just noticed I was gripping my pen really low, so you couldn't see how it was done. I'll do it again. Spiral in and make a double on the end. Then come up and make an aura all the way around, and then come back down in. And this is a good one to practice going both directions with your spiral. If you have a hard time, this is a good one to practice going both those directions. And they can be tiny. You can make a tiny one. And they can be larger. They can spiral in a lot. Or they can just end like this. And come around. So Floo just can fly off. Can really add a lot of swirl to it. I'm going to come up and do a little holly bob. And again, I'm going to do a little holly bob where it goes under. And it just can keep growing. You can even have a little wobbly over to one side. The key is that we just make that little swirl, and then we put an aura around it. And I'm sure there's very many versions of Floo. See that little tiny? And then come back. So it doesn't have to always make that spiral. And there is Floo. Now, it seems a little odd placed, and it needs a few more, I think. We'll do another one right here to kind of fill out this bookmark, which you can do. You can just keep going with it. Now on this one, I like a lot of drama, and you know, if you've watched many of my videos, you know I like drama, which means I like that black and then white and gray. So to achieve that here, I decided that I could go back and I could just echo this shape and make some stripes down in here. So I'm just echoing that shape and making a few stripes now. Echo that bottom curve of Floo, and then mimic it down into the base. And that's not part of Floo, that's part of Zentangle. How can I achieve a different look with really the same tangle? And then I came back up and I colored in every other one. This is to give it that dark and light look. For me, that just gives a lot of drama to the tangle. Interest, you might call it interest in the tangle. And you can see how that's just building that little interest. And a stripe is a great way to add more to your tangle. And then sometimes I like to go in, I shouldn't say sometimes, if you've watched many of my videos or are a student of mine, you'll know I like circles. I think they are another thing that add interest to your tangle. And I'm just going to go ahead and finish this little drawing. It'll look somewhat like this one, but no two tangles look alike. And we'll see what happens. And I always turn my tangles to the most comfortable way for me to draw. And so this one's going to get turned upside down almost. And I'm going to draw, fill in, add some circles in between, graduating sizes. Has interest to it. Also varying the size of your circles can give interest. So I start out with a larger one and get smaller as I go up around. Or sometimes I get larger and then back smaller. That's another good way to add interest if you're a circle lover like me. And there we have Floo with some little variations. And of course, I need to put in a little fescue. I think that's becoming one of my trademarks. I look back on many of the tangles that I've done in the past, and fescue and zingers are really a part of what I like to just add to the end of my tangles. And sometimes I will add a little dot to the end of my fescue. It happens a lot. Now let's shade this one a little, because we got to see that I've shaded this fescue. So we're just going to, Floo. So I'm just going to put a graphite down here in the very tip of my Floo. Just a little bit of graphite. She probably would say that's a little bit more. And I'm not even going to clean my shading stump. And there we have Floo. It is an original Zentangle pattern by Zentangle.com. Let's see if we can arrange these so you can see them a little bit better. They always take on a different look, but now I have a little Floo bookmark that I could leave somewhere in the library and maybe someone will enjoy. And thanks for watching, and don't forget to leave a comment below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And I would love to have your support if you feel like supporting this channel. It's always greatly appreciated.